Yo, 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 it's your boy RJ the Brooklyn Savage, along with Tekaya the Tokyo Prince, and we here to review John Cena's last match on Saturday's night main event. So without further ado, we're gonna go through this thing. We had a 4-match card that had a bunch of tributes from celebrities to current roster members to legends and Hall of Famers. So there was a lot of tributes and a lot of love for John Cena up and down the show. The first match on the show was Obafemi taking on Cody Rhodes, the NXT champion, versus the WWE champion, and they were hooping. This was actually on its way to becoming a really damn good match for Obafemi, and it was a damn good match. What determines a good match for me is if the finish is strong, and the finish was not strong here because of the fact that Drew McIntyre interfered, and it was a no contest. And well, technically, if you want to be technical, fucking Cody Rhodes probably, won the match by disqualification because he did hit Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. I don't think they wrote it down like that though.
No, so that's why I said it's probably a no contest. But Obafemi and Cody Rhodes is hooping, man. They really were. Obafemi was looking good out there, man. He looked like he belonged. He was hanging in there with Cody. He did not look lost. He didn't look out of place. He wasn't stammering over himself. He wasn't being a bumblestum. He was stumble bum, excuse me. I said that backwards. He was out there hooping and he was doing a lot of crazy shit, including that European uppercut to Cody off the announce table. Both of them went flying over the announce table. That's holy shit. But yeah, man, they were in there hooping, man. And then Drew McIntyre fucked up the match.
Yep.
And he was beating down Cody. So I kind of got that right in my predictions. We both did, but unfortunately, Obafemi didn't win the match. So kind of half got it right. But like I said, yeah, they had a good match, and Obafemi got in Drew's face for interfering, and then Cody and Oba hit him with a couple moves, and that was the end of that. So
hopefully we'll get a little bit of a tag match. Cody and Oba team up here eventually to go against Drew and somebody. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would
We
be
can
bad.
see Drew and Oba 1-on-1, and hopefully eventually we'll actually get a 1-on-1 match between Oba and Cody. Cause
You mean a 1-on-1 with a finish?
yeah, with the finish, not when Cody's in the middle of a feud, when Oba's the feud, Because people say Cody can't wrestle, and that just makes me mad because that's far from the truth. And so Oba can clearly wrestle too. And they were having a good match. So
That was physical. They were really going at it. They were not holding back. So got to give them credit for that. I thought they had a really strong match up until the finish. And then the second match was Bayley taking on Sol Ruka. This is also another fine match. Bayley was doing her best to make Sol Ruka look good, and Sol Ruka, once again, like Obafemi, looked like she belonged. There was not any sight of nervousness or anything at all on Sol Ruka's part. She was out there hooping. Bayley was out there hooping. They were really doing what they had to do in order to put on a nice match. And even my mama was looking over my shoulder for a while. She was like, "Oh, they really actually letting the girls wrestle nowadays. That's interesting." I was like, "I know, right?" Absolutely. And she said that Sol Ruka looked like some actress from back in the day.
yeah,
I forgot what she said. But yeah, she said that Sol Ruka reminded her of an actress from back in the day.
I could see that. I don't know who it be, but she does have a type of actress.
Oh,
Back in the day.
it just came back to me. Daryl Hannah.
Okay.
Back when she was younger, I guess, because I get the hairdo.
Yeah.
So
Just the way Ruka does her hair,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of Hollywood.
Yeah. So yeah. But nah. So Ruka won after her and Bayley had a pinning exchange in the middle of the match, and Bayley put her over as strongly as she could, given that Bayley's still in the middle of being on TV and everything like that, and is going changes with the gimmick. And this loss can actually help progress whatever they're gonna do with Bailey's character moving forward. So I thought that was cool. Give Soruka some notoriety, and that gives her and Zarya something to play off of on Tuesday moving forward. So
Yeah, and we needed an NXT victory here too. So
we did,
it's a
we definitely
win-win.
did. And I thought despite because I was thinking maybe since Bailey is in the middle of the push, not a push, but like she's in the middle of a storyline on TV right now that's eating up some time. I thought that they were gonna go down that route and maybe have Zarya cost Saruka the match by accident and Bailey wins. But no, they had Soruka win, which once again they're high on Soruka, so it wasn't much a surprise. But I was like, oh okay, well they went this route, so that's cool, absolutely. So yeah, I definitely admit when I'm wrong, but yeah, they definitely gave Soruka the win here, so that was cool, not cool, ain't nothing wrong with that. And then next they had the World Tag Team Championship match: Javon Evans and Leon Slater versus Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. Oh man, this was a car crash, man. They
Yeah,
let these guys go out there and they were fly. They were, I mean, my God, Javon, Leon Slater. As soon as the match started, I mean, they going at it, and then he flying over the goddamn ring post. I'm like, God damn, son.
yeah.
I was like, whoa, yeah, man.
But
They were going balls to the walls in that tag team match, man. It was a fun tag. That was the most fun tag team match I've seen on WWE TV in a long time, man.
we knew it'd be good, and we knew we were getting signed up for too. Because
Oh, of course, of
them
course. I
folks,
mean, you
man,
got, like I said,
boy,
you got one of the top five luchadors, in my opinion, that's wrestling on TV. And Dragon Lee, and you got
I
AJ Styles, and AJ Styles had one flub up towards the end. He slipped off the ropes at the end. But other than that, I mean, my God, even that they recovered that nicely. Leon just went ahead and pinned him, you know,
yeah,
which made it look more natural and not like a botch. So that was cool. That was a good cover up though. But AJ Styles gets to win on Styles Clash on Leon Slater. I think they're gonna let AJ Styles and Leon Slater run that back. I think they're gonna have a match in the future.
and I think Liam made the right choice by choosing this match instead of going overseas.
He made the right choice. He was on Peacock, whether people like it or not, and well, nah, he did. They look good, man. And Javon is getting more and more over. I'm so happy for that kid, man. I really am. He's riding the high wave line, just this whole entire year, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing more and more of that kid, man. And I like that they sprinkle him on SmackDown here and there too. They need to do more of that, honestly, because some of the talent they got on the SmackDown roster just ain't cutting it. So
No.
I wouldn't mind them sprinkling the Javon and the Soruka in there until they're ready to call them up full time. I don't mind that at all. And then we had a little segment with The Miz coming out complaining about not really doing much with John Cena throughout his whole retirement run.
Yeah.
Fine little promo, and you had to know at some point somebody was going to come out and jump him. And R-Truth came out, and
Joe Hendry.
yeah, Joe Hendry came out because apparently The Miz stole Joe Hendry's ball. They're making more ball jokes, and Joe Hendry apparently was gonna wrestle in the tournament, but The Miz stole that opportunity from him apparently, and so yeah, Joe Hendry got his payback. R-Truth and Joe Hendry double teamed him. Pause, and they left him laying, and
Yep.
they celebrated together, and everybody was singing a song, and Joe Hendry got a chance to be a part of John Cena's last match show, so that's good. That's good for Joe Hendry,
Yeah.
or as I like to call him, Joe Bunzy. That man's
Well,
that
like
man's
him or not,
that
he's
man's
going to be
buns in
full
the
time
ring.
in the company sooner than later. So
Hot cross buns, one a penny, two a penny. Hot cross buns. That's Joe. That's Joe Bunzy. I don't want to say his name, and I don't want to see him appear. Um, but yeah, but that was fun. But see, that's kind of where it starts and ends with, as far as I'm concerned, with him though.
see, and that's what I said, and
segment.
that's what you've said. You
Yeah,
know,
the segment stuff. I don't mind all that. Like,
entertainment wise, the guy's gonna keep you entertained, and he will fit well with the entertainment side of WWE. But
mhm.
what's gonna get him is the wrestling side. He's not a terrible wrestler, but he's not the best wrestler, and that's just he's just okay in my opinion as a wrestler. But it's just more entertainment about him than it is anything else.
I think he's the worst wrestler since Eva Marie. Dun, dun, dun.
Shots fired.
I just went there. Come on, Joe Bunzy, fight me. Fight me, Joe. Fight me. But anyways, then we had the main event. Gunther, the Ring General, taking on John Cena. And there was a lot of, first and foremost, there was a lot of stretching and, pondering to the, with the fan, playing around with the fans on Gunther's part and everything like that. Um, It became Lariat Mania at one point, and then Finisher Mania at one point, and then slapping the choke on because that was the whole story. I'm going to make John Cena quit. Nobody's ever made John Cena give up in his old 20-year run or whatever. But this man definitely aimed to do that, and that was the story of the match. And they were focusing heavily on that choke. And John Cena fought hard, he fought heavy, but eventually he went down to the choke. And I didn't like how he did it. Like the smiling part, fine, because he at that point sometimes you have to kind of accept defeat. So I kind of get where that was going, but it's just the way he was tapping on Gunther's form. It's just like that was weak.
Yeah. What kind of got me was me and you've already kind of explained. We don't, and we like Gunther. It's just the fact that we thought somebody could elevate it from this much more than him. When you already get to go around saying you retired Goldberg, who was one of the baddest sons of bitches alive at one point, and now you got Cena, and I swear, I mean, they're just running out of things to do with Gunther at this point, I guess. And
Well,
I,
they don't want him wrestling for the world title right now because I
you know,
mean, yeah. So you're right. What else is Gunther to do at this point?
and it's like, and what got me also was Cena losing his last two matches,
Yeah,
but honestly, and I don't even really want IC title back on Gunther, but you could have honestly just left the damn IC title on Cena at this point, just done it like this. I really would have preferred Dom beat Cena at this and get the title back in this match, but
that would have been fun. That would have been fun. I think Dom would have got some great heat off of that. Oh my god, he's got great heat, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And Gunther is the new career killer, I guess. That means Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles. He might be their last opponents too. The way we going,
you
I
know,
kind of, I
I
kind of
kind of
hope
have a
not.
theory.
I kind of hope not, but I mean, I wouldn't
Well,
put it
that's you
past
and me
Triple H at
both.
this point.
That's you and me both. I kind of have a theory. This is a crazy ass theory, just randomly popped in my head.
What
Is if
That Triple H is really controlling Gunther's body, and that
Well, that
Triple H
wouldn't
is.
surprise me at this point. But I wondered if maybe Punk and Gunther and Breaker had a triple threat match for the heavyweight title. Punk still wins. We get in a little feud between Gunther and Breaker if they ever decide to turn Gunther face. But you know that ain't nothing. I don't know if that needs to happen. Um, and then Gunther circles back around, gets the title back from Punk, and then you know ends up letting Braun win the Money in the Bank. I don't know. That's the only way I can see him tying into anything. It depends if Roman and Punk have a match at Mania.
Yeah. Um.
WWE's hella confusing in 2026 right now.
Yeah. There's a lot of because Triple H is afraid to beat people. Obviously, I mean we saw that tonight. Which somebody had to lose that match. You were either going to pin the NXT champion and piss people off, or you're going to pin the world champion and piss people off. You know what I'm saying? Something was bound to happen. So I kind of don't blame Triple H for probably copping out on that one, but oh man. But in general, he kind of just plays it safe, man. You know, it's like, dude, you got to take some fucking risks, man. Those people got to eat some losses. It's okay. Cody can eat a loss. It's okay. It builds
He does not
character.
like the guy loses very often. He's probably only lost like 4 matches since he's fucking been back in the company.
Yeah. Same thing with Roman. It helps. Excuse me. I mean, you losing builds character. You know. Why you think people ain't really fucking with Stephanie Vicare right now? Why she's starting to become, her momentum is starting to die out a little bit because it seems like she hadn't overcome any obstacles. She just comes in and she's decorated with championships already. You know, so
Yep.
whereas Maxine Dupree, people liked her because she had to jump through all these hoops and be horrible and to become somewhat passable, and now she's Intercontinental Champion. So like it's all about the journey sometimes, I think, and I just think that Triple H loses the plot on that sometimes. It's okay for these baby faces to lose. It's all right. It is all right. But yeah, Gunther wins again. LOL. Um, and what like we said, whoever's gonna win this whole tournament and beat John Cena has to be prepped for a big spot. Now I just think Gunther's big spot is gonna be fighting all the guys that's gonna be retiring next year. There's rumors that Jericho's retiring next year. He's coming back to retire next year. AJ
But like,
Styles is retiring next year, and Brock Lesnar's supposed to be calling it quits come SummerSlam next year. So is Gunther going to be retiring all three next year?
and I guess Randy Orton and Gunther will finally sell out. Who's the real legend killer?
Oh, good lord!
And he'll put Randy Orton to sleep. I don't know. And it kind of gives him in a world that Jey Uso tapped out Gunther, but Gunther was the one man that could tap out John Cena. We live with that now.
Yeah,
Let that sink in, everyone. We live with that now.
that's a good point.
It's
Jey
kind
Uso,
of like when El
Jey-
Torito was able to pin Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre was able to pin Brock Lesnar. We
yeah,
live in that world.
El Tarico ain't pinning Brock Lesnar. I can tell you that much. I guarantee you, Brock Lesnar was storming. Oh my god, he'll pull Stone Cold Steve Austin. He had to do that job. Pal, El Tarico is gonna pin you. El to who? He's gonna pin you. The little bull. He's gonna jam one horn up your ass and then roll you up. 1, 2, 3. Hell no, I probably quit on the spot too if I was Brock Lesnar or anybody else. You fucking out of your mind? What kind of crack you smoking, Vince? Jesus Christ, what kind of crack you smoking?
That billionaire crack.
That good shit. I won't be that delusional. Give me that good shit. I
That
want
Beverly
some
Hills shit.
something. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, I mean, this sets up. I mean, Gunther's already been champion, so
Like I
now his
said,
role,
that's the only way I see it.
his role has to supersede being that at this point. So I think he's gonna be retirement guy, especially with AJ, Brock, Jericho, all these names. You know, AJ says you're done next year, but Brock, there's been a lot of rumors. Cena let it slip the other day. Talk about how Brock might be done in Minneapolis. What's in Minneapolis next year? SummerSlam. Chris Jericho, all these rumors about him returning and being done after that. I don't know. It's all fitting. Is Gunther that next guy? The only problem is that Gunther ain't gonna be wrestling for. Gunther's almost 40. You know, I would have rather them put all this energy into a younger guy.
Yeah.
That's my
And
whole problem. That's
honestly,
my whole problem with it. You know.
the only guy I could see making sense at this point retiring Jericho, he returns to retire, would be AJ. And after that, honestly, if I had to pick anybody to retire AJ, yeah, I'm going with Finn Balor if you would make that happen.
No, you can't have an older guy retire an older guy. Uh,
And Finn's got him younger, a little younger, but
yeah,
the history's there. I don't want. I mean, they're not. I'd rather that
you
than
got
Gunther because
you
they
gotta
ain't got
go.
no
You gotta
history.
go younger. You gotta go younger than Finn Balor old
Well, we
himself.
really need somebody younger than Gunther because Gunther's almost 40.
That's what I'm saying.
You got Carmelo Hayes on your roster.
Yeah, he's not a career killer though. His gimmick is flash
Hell, you could
pizzazz,
use
all
Braun
about me.
Breaker. I don't care. You could
Yeah,
use. You could use Braun.
that's
Shit,
a
I don't
breaker.
care.
To me, Breaker and Femi should be guys that should be, you know what I'm saying, retiring guys.
They would have called Obafemi up by now, let him win that damn tournament and face Cena. Oh, hey, we'd have something going.
Oh yeah. See, I would have
Yeah.
easily taken that to the bank. John Cena don't know nothing about this kid. He gives him a great scrap, a great fight. That's what I wanted. I wanted something new. I wanted something new. I wanted something fresh. I didn't want the same recycled thing because this thing with Gunther felt recycled from Goldberg. You know, that's like we got to start putting some investment in some of the younger guys, not Gunther. Gunther's already got his investment. You know, his stock is already at a nice level. You know, let's put some stock in Obafemi and Braun Breaker. Let's get these guys going, man. What the fuck are we waiting for?
I don't
These
know.
guys these guys are getting all these guys, Jericho and Punk and Cena and all these guys that's on top. They're in their mid to late 40s. You gotta start pushing guys now. So when those guys are ready to cash out and go home, you got guys ready to take the spot. Don't make the same mistakes that Vince made because he just wanted to push one guy and everybody else is just nothing. That's one of the Vince McMahon mistakes that he made by putting all the eggs in the Roman Reigns basket. And nobody else could really feast to the point where it was like, who is Roman Reigns gonna face for the belt? That's one thing I give Triple H, despite his roster being older, he's using a lot of these veterans in like higher spots. But we got to mix it up with some young guys, some viable young guys. So that's something he's gonna have to work on. And
Yeah.
they're starting to kind of do it a little bit. If you look at SmackDown's results, excuse me, a lot of the younger guys beat a lot of the veterans last night on SmackDown.
So
That's a start, but we need a consistent follow up with
we
that.
need, yeah, we need much more than that.
Yeah, that means Charlotte's gonna have to start putting people over. Like some of these people who are in their mid to late 30s, early 40s, are gonna have to start push. Excuse me, got to start putting over some of these young guys. Miz is already doing his part, you know. Bailey's doing her part. Alexa Bliss did her part last night. Some of these other ones are gonna have to start doing their part too. Some of these vets. So I don't know. We shall see what happens.
like they
But
did right when they had Tiffany beat Charlotte at Mania,
uh-huh.
but you can't stop at that. You got to keep going. We just, I don't know. Triple H is gonna have to get some things together.
He's gonna have to get some things together. I think he might have to get rid of goddamn Road Dog. Get him up out of here.
He needs to rearrange that whole damn creative team. I know that for sure.
Let Johnny Russo be the booker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do something. Fire them all. Fire yourself. I don't know. Do what you got to do. But
Bring
just
back Johnny Saint and let him book.
yet.
So I don't know. They're gonna have to really shake some things up next year. Because 2025 was not a good year for the E. And as John Cena retirement is no longer a clutch for them, they can't make their money. So a lot of things ain't gonna be guaranteed for them next year. So they're gonna have to really start elevating and getting behind the right guys next year.
Because Cena was the whole backbone of this year for them.
Yes, he was. He
And that's what
absolutely was.
everybody needs to realize. That's
That's
where the money was coming in at.
hmm
That's where everything was building around.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a big drop off in attendance next year. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So yeah, that Triple H is gonna have to get his shit together. You know what I'm saying? I understand not trying to dedicate your stuff to all the internet fans out here who most likely ain't paying money for a ticket anyways. I understand that. I can understand where you coming from that. The main ones be bitching, the same ones they ain't putting it dipping into their pocket to pay for the product anyways. I totally get that. I understand that.
They're not buying tickets. They're not buying a T-shirt. They're
Yeah.
not.
Those are the people you kind of don't want to listen to, honestly. But for the ones that are going to the shows and being vocal and dipping into their wallets to pay for the shit, you gotta start booking for these people, man. Start
Mm-hmm.
listening to the fans, man. The ones that's in the audience, not the ones on the internet. I will admit, they're a bunch of crybabies. Like a lot of people's whining at the fact that Cena lost the match tonight. I mean, the whole thing was putting people over. Now, I felt like John Cena shouldn't have lost his last match, like we talked
Well, I
about.
mean, I'm not
But
gonna say I was happy about. I mean, I was pissed off too, man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
you was
I
pissed off.
don't. I don't agree with the decision,
You didn't.
but
You didn't agree with John Cena losing.
nope.
You
But
didn't
me
agree
and
with.
you also sat here for the last 2 weeks and explained that and our
Yeah.
reasoning. Am I surprised? No,
No.
because part of us always knew it was probably going to happen.
Yeah. Triple H loves him some.
Didn't really want to, but well, should I love Gunther? But damn, but I will say this:
Yeah.
that damn audience and that damn crowd didn't like Triple H tonight.
Oh man.
As soon as he came out, you fucked up.
Oh, you fuck. Oh
Like
man.
you
As
fucked.
soon as he rapped, as soon as he went around that post, you fucked up. You fucked up. You, my mama heard her. Mama was like, who they chanting that at? I'm like, oh, Triple H. She's like, oh, damn. I was like, yeah. She said he turned bad again. I was like, nah, it's just some internet stuff. I didn't have time to really explain to her why that was going on, but yeah, like it was they was letting him have it. AEW chance, uh, this and this. You better shape the fuck up. But like I said, look, John Cena, that whole thing, him losing his last match, the people had to know it was the last. It was a 50-50 chance that was gonna happen. And look, Cena ain't gonna be here tomorrow. Gunther is, although I'm not. I would have chose somebody else to put,
Well,
to give that torch to. They chose to give it to Gunther, and so look, once again, Cena ain't gonna be here after tomorrow or after
yeah,
tonight.
they ain't
Gunther
gonna.
is, so that's that.
Now Gunther, I don't know what he's gonna be doing. Hell, he might be cleaning up the bathrooms. He might be
Clean up the back.
teaming up with Hornswoggle. I don't know what
Hornswoggle.
the hell they're gonna do with him at this point. But
Hornswoggle.
whatever they do with him, right now it seems like he's just killing off people. So we'll see.
He's the career killer. You ain't hear Michael Cole tonight. He's the career killer. He kills careers. Once again, I just hope he's not AJ's last match. I need AJ to have a fun, dynamic match to close it out. I need that. I do not need AJ Styles versus Gunther. Don't need it.
I really
Gunther,
don't need
look,
eight.
Gunther is a great wrestler and everything like that, but that's pretty much where it stops and ends. He doesn't really particularly excite me when it comes to like some of these other wrestlers. Like, that's just it, you know. He's there to. He's like 1 foot. He's like 1 foot note, you know. I'm here to wrestle. That's it. Goodbye, Sirenara. I need somebody a little bit more dynamic with, that has some dimension to him. You know, that's what I need. That's what I need going up against AJ Styles to end it all. Uh,
Yeah,
so who that could be, don't know. I would love for it to be Leon Slater, but I'm probably asking for way too much. Probably asking for way too much. Boy can only dream. But um, you got anything else you want to add to this or no?
I mean, we'll just kind of run over that, like the ending, everything. Everybody come out to the ring. You had legends and current superstars there, and Cena left the armbands and his shoes in the ring. And Cody and Punk put their titles onto Cena, which I
Hmm.
thought was a really cool moment. That was the first time any of the tears started kind of appearing in my eye a little bit there from the show with Cena's retirement, but I think that was a pretty cool iconic moment. But other than that, that's about it. Oh, and a little fun fact to add in there. Um, I seen Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn talking, so maybe they're gonna have them as a tag team back when they're back.
Yeah, I
JK,
saw that
JK.
too.
Just thought I'd chime that in there. But other than that, them coming out to the ring, that was about it. Which is right. I thought it was cool. They got to show Cena the video, and everything. Got to see his reaction to that. But other than that, yeah, I thought it was a good show.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun show. I I I just wish he would have just probably just passed out or something instead of um just doing that light tap. That looked weak. But other than that, I thought the show overall was a fun show. I thought it was a fun watch. It was quick. Even though Gunther, I feel like Gunther was dragging that match out. I don't know if Cena was gassed or what, but yeah, he dragged that joint out. But I thought, other than that, it was a fine little show on Saturday night. Nothing more, nothing less than that.
Yeah. And I mean, I saw somebody on TikTok, and I do kind of get it from their standpoint because they weren't happy about the tap either,
Yeah,
which kind of did explain how maybe Cena was doing it from a poet kind of point of view, how he never would tap out, and he finally did to give up on his last match to ride on out. So I could get it from that standpoint. Now, if I agree with it, it's still something that's still very debatable here because I kind of don't,
look, it's not the fact that he did it; it's how he did it. It looked so weak. He was like, ugh, ugh.
It's like he just sat there and told it, but his face literally sat there and said, "I'm tapping out" before he even tapped out. Like you could just sit there and knew what he was about to do. He
Yeah,
just light pats on Gunther. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, that was just like, oh, he should have just passed out. How that would have been me, I would have been like, I would have had my hand up, and I would have been like,
I think that was one of the first times he ever actually tapped out. Usually he's always passed out, wasn't it?
yeah. But still, that's still giving up, kind of. He's still throwing in the white flag. I guess maybe they didn't want to see him tapping like a bitch, or he didn't want to tap like a bitch. But it just, I don't know. That looked awkward to me. Very awkward. But
I guess it really the match. The best way for me to even sum the match up was it just recreated the Rocky, one of the Rocky movies.
yeah,
You know,
because everybody loves a
old
good old
man
Rocky
jumping
story.
in there fighting a monster.
Everybody loves a good old Rocky movie.
So that's the best way. That's kind of why I thought maybe we would get the AA and then a roll into another AA. And so many times when he hit a AA on him, I would literally sit there and say, "Now roll over and hit him with another one." That's how you beat AJ for the damn belt. But he just didn't. That's when he wouldn't do that. Said, he ain't winning this shit.
Yeah. In other news, adult film star Mary Magdalene has died after falling from a hotel balcony in Thailand.
Okay then.
Wow,
Uh,
that's wow. Miss Lady Ma'am, I that is wow. This lady's got so many crazy tattoos. It's ridiculous. Wow. She, ooh, yikes. Sorry to hear that, Miss Lady Ma'am. And I think that is it for us.
Yeah.
Once again, WWE's gonna have to come up with a new plan next year. They're gonna have to really, really try to build up multiple people like they were doing in 2023, 2022 and 2023. Because this shit they were doing this year, not gonna cut it. Cena's not a crutch anymore. So Triple H has really got to put his thinking cap on, and we gotta get the ball rolling on this shit, man. So yeah, definitely that. I ain't got nothing else to say after that.
Me neither.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it for your boys over here at Dragon Chronicles. We will catch you guys next week. And until then, peace out. Catch you guys later.